at Ginger.
You need to send us that video. I don't know why we never got it.
Oh, I thought I did.
We got it.
We went from 6 people to 2.
Oh,
back up to 6 again. Yay!
Yay!
How is everybody?
Hi, everyone. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Free Handley.
Happy Saturday.
Yes.
Hello, hello. So last night I sat down to work on my big project and I got 1.5 rows done, which was an accomplishment because they're getting to be very long rows.
Right.
And so each row takes about a half hour. So I ran out of green.
I saw your post.
And you can't go any further on a graphghan. You can't just do a different color. You have to wait. So, but someone said, well, you have to use a calculator to figure out how much yarn you need. And I did, but I had started the project differently and then I abandoned it and restarted so that, I didn't have enough yarn because I used a lot of it for the other things. So
yeah,
well, you could always take that one apart so you can get the green.
Well, the thing with graphghans is it's like just little pieces of each color, so that.
Oh, God. Yeah. Okay.
So instead I wove in all my ends. So that's good.
Well, that's good because you're going to have to do that eventually.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And then this morning I went to Joann's and that was a shame to have to go to Joann's on a Saturday.
Oh, what'd you get?
Oh, I just got the yarn I needed, Ginger. I know that's foreign to you, but
Julie, she didn't go hog wild like you or I would. No, she got what she needed. That was
what I needed.
My heart was even starting to beat fast. I was excited because I watched Tony from TL yarn. And she said she went to Joann's and got some yarn that she had never seen before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I went in, I found 2 skeins of the white, 2 skeins of the green, because I figured I was going to run out of white as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't want it to happen again. So, yeah, I got those, and I bought a pair of socks. And that was it. You want to see my socks?
I do. I want to see your socks.
Whippy chick socks.
They're so cute.
They're adorable.
Those are so cute.
They crack me up. And then they have little whippy chicks all over the feet.
Gosh, so cute.
So whenever my spirits need lifting, I will put on my whippy chick socks.
There you go.
It's a very good idea.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Say hi to some of the people in chat. We got a lot of people coming in. We got Ashley, Gina, Samantha, TKW, Quilty Crocheter, Angela, Precious World Angela, Ed.
I'm all out of focus.
Vicky, Linda, Emily. I'm just going to run through these. Emily, I already said that. Lisa, Free Handley, and Deborah. Hello, everybody. So nice to see you.
So nice to see everybody.
Yeah, just to announce the elephant in the room. Yes, I got an eyeliner pen. And I figure if I'm going to put on eyeliner, I'm just going to put it on ridiculous.
I think it looks nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ashley,
I did not put on any eyeliner myself today.
You just got to get used to it. The only reason why it looks ridiculous is because you're not used to it. I mean, it doesn't look ridiculous to me. I'm sorry, I worded that wrong.
Ashley says, Ginger, who do you have a date with tonight? Ginger borrowed Ariana Grande's eyeliner, y'all.
Exactly.
Well, yesterday when I was over at Brandy's house watching Emmy, I used her Better Than Sex mascara.
And what do you think? Your eyelashes look amazing.
Thank you.
I'm jealous. I really am. I'm jealous of amazing eyelashes because I have none.
This is just what's it called? It's one of the cheap ones that you can get at Target too.
Is it your normal pink and green?
No, I got a different one because Brandy told me that one was bad.
No,
I get the pink and green
for a very long time. I love the pink and green, but I get I don't even know the name of it, but it's silver and purple.
Oh. Yeah, I have it right here. What is it? It's mine's pink color. Oh, it's in the other room. I don't know.
I just want to say hello to Emily Prentice, who's in the Facebook.
Easy girl.
Good to see you, Emily. And hello, Stella.
I know, I had to share. She's over here, like all comfortably next to me.
I met the cutest little tiniest dachshund today named Dash. He was so cute. He was so wiggly.
Oh,
I thought he was a puppy at first, but he wasn't. He was just small.
Aw.
Just a cute little guy.
Actually, it was kind of a puppy. She said she got it in January. So yeah, I guess he is still.
Okay, so about 8 months, right?
Yeah, it's only 15 pounds. This cute little wiggly ball of fur. It was so cute.
Aw. Long hair or short hair?
Short.
Oh, so cute.
Yep, and really fast, which is why she named him Dash.
Oh, Dash is a good name.
That's
Yeah.
that's really
Made me
cute.
think of The Incredibles, though I don't think it had anything to do with The Incredibles. But isn't that the name of the little boy in The Incredibles?
Yeah.
Dash.
Yeah, the middle boy.
Yeah. Not the baby. Not Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
Oh, Dash the Dachshund sounds like a Pixar short. It really does.
Yes. Actually,
So-
it does.
Lisa Knits would like to know, Ginger, what's on your hook?
Ooh, I
There's
actually
always something on Ginger's hook.
I've got two things that I'm working on the show tonight. One is David Browning's Tunisian shawl that he sent me the pattern for,
Ooh.
and I'm working on that.
Very nice.
It's Tunisian mesh stitch. And then I'm working on a corner to corner for the first time because Julie told me that I should, and so I did. And I'm working on my corner to corner.
And what do you think of corner to corner?
I love corner to corner.
It's like mindless, right?
It is. It is so mindless. I love it. And, and it has a little to do with what we're doing tonight, although mine isn't actually a graphghan. It is one of the stitches you can use in a graphghan.
Yeah. I would go grab mine. Well, I can. I'll go grab mine.
Yeah, go
If
get
I
yours.
stand back, maybe you'll be able to see it.
Go get it.
Don't mind my dirty kitchen.
No dirty
my God,
kitchen.
that kitchen is horrible. It's probably like cleaner than my kitchen can ever dream of being, knowing Julie.
It's horrible.
I will say there's a Red Baron pizza about to go in the oven behind me.
There you go.
Your kitchen looks beautiful.
I think
Julie
Julie.
will be in the kitchen tonight. Okay, so I'll try to hold it up so you can see.
Oh my gosh! Look at
So
that,
cute.
Jules.
It's so big. Holy.
That looks amazing.
I agree.
But I got through the ladybug. The ladybug is done.
Wow.
And the ladybug looks amazing.
I love it.
How much do you think you have done of it? Like what percentage?
I would say it's half done.
Okay.
So can you show us? Do you have the picture on you?
Yes, I do.
Because I would love to like what you've done, and then now I would like to see the picture.
Yeah.
Yay.
So you working on stuff is now. I'm like, okay, let me break out my crochet.
Yeah, what are you working on, Mel?
Same crap that I've always. It's not crap, you guys, I'm sorry, but it's just the same thing I've been working on. Oh, okay. So you probably have most of that blue flower done too, don't you?
Yep. Whoops.
Now the blue flower.
I turned the corner. What's that?
The blue flower. Are you making that all one color as opposed to like a two-tone? Is it
No,
two-tone?
it's two-tone.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh my
Oh.
gosh, look at that.
That is so pretty.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
excited to see the finished project.
I know. I sent my sister Jen a picture yesterday, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna just show that to everybody I see."
Yes.
And you know what? I know her, and she will, because I've been with her in the grocery store with random strangers, showing them pictures off her phone.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I love it.
Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole. I just finished my first corner to corner blanket. I loved it.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, thank you, Lisa.
Oh,
Sorry, guys,
Ursula
I'm gonna look at the
also did
chat.
the very first corner to corner, actually saying right now. That's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Now
Very
Ursula's been
good.
doing some beautiful mosaic work lately.
She
Oh
has.
my gosh.
She
Who
has.
has?
Ursula.
Ursula.
Oh,
OM Granny Square.
that
Do
makes
you,
me so happy.
do you know, like 2 years ago when I started my channel and I had like maybe 15 viewers, like 15 subscribers, she was one. Ursula was one. It was before she had her channel, and she messaged me a couple times about different weights of yarn.
Uh-huh.
And so we got to we would chat back and forth a little bit, and she was so cute. And it's just so neat to see how
Gross.
how much her
Yeah.
channel, like she didn't even have a channel then, and then
I know.
she was like, I think I'm going to start a channel. And I was like, that's great, and she did. And now she's like, zoom in, and everybody just loves her, and she's so sweet.
Oh yeah,
it makes me happy.
I love our yarn community.
Me too. I agree.
We're like one big happy family.
Most of the
thank
time.
you, Ashley. You're sweet. Honestly, though, I mean, it's nothing that everybody else doesn't do.
What, corner to corner?
No, she said her actual stitch work is very beautiful, and it's we all do beautiful stitch work. I think. I don't know.
Yes, we do.
I agree. I think so too.
Yeah.
But what Julie does that I know I don't do as well, and I think Ginger does, but in a different way. Julie goes in and figures out these new techniques and just really wholeheartedly throws herself at them.
Mhm.
And whereas I'm like, can you give me something easy?
Well, I tell you, the one after this, I'm not sure what my next project will be, because I was talking to my husband tonight, and he said something about how far do you have to go on it? And I said, well, I'm about halfway done. I said it should be done in a couple weeks. He goes, well, then what are you gonna talk to me about? No, don't worry. I'm sure I'll find another project.
I think, it's a new technique to figure out a whole new blanket because she learned a new stitch.
Yeah. Well, there's so many. That's the thing with Graphghans, is there's so many ideas and options, and
I know. I was looking up, and getting ready for the show. There's like some very, very, very looks like difficult Graphghans to make. It just depends on how pixelated you want to make it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There's some beautiful work, and I didn't do this. I meant to do this on the slides. So I'm going to look them up, and I'll post the links into the chat later. But there are so many Facebook groups.
Oh yeah.
It's so inspiring. I'm looking them up right now because I want to make sure I post some for you guys.
Yeah.
I put a couple of pictures in just for you, Mel. I don't know if you saw them.
I saw those, and they made me smile. I loved those.
I saw those and I was like, oh my God. This is all.
Ashley says she feels a coffee corner to corner coming on.
Ooh.
That makes me think of your hat, Ginger, your coffee hat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can use the corner to corner blocks pattern into a blanket straight across as a normal blanket. I think that's the drunken granny, right?
I don't know. I've never done that before.
Yeah, I think it is. Hi, Asala. Lisa Knit says, we all do absolutely beautiful, gorgeous work, and I love how we all learn off each other. Me too.
Yes. Yeah, Ed says there is always another project to talk about.
Yeah, always another one.
I can tell you that. I started maybe 20 this week.
That is one thing that Ginger and I do differently.
Very differently.
Is I will stick with the same project until it's done. Like right now, I literally have 2 whips, and the one is just the square of Jada's annual or calendar blanket, and then this. And that's all I've got going on. But I don't know about you guys who are doing the Jada and Stitches calendar blanket, but I am not liking this March square.
I still haven't fully finished January. That's how bad I've been.
Well, the March one is, I just don't like this stitch. And I've been trying to work on it on my lunch break, just 1 or 2 rows on my lunch break.
Wow.
But I just don't like this stitch. I'm like, I'll be so glad when this one's done. But I've got to finish it quick because she's going to have her new one coming out. And
what, next week, isn't it? Isn't it the first or second Friday of each month?
I think it's usually the first Friday, and the first, April 1st is
The
or
first
March.
Friday.
Yeah, April 1st is on a Friday.
Yeah.
It's almost April, you guys.
Right?
No.
Right?
Yeah.
My second oldest daughter is going to turn 30 tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I can't believe that you have a 30-year-old.
I have two. I will have two daughters in my 30s tomorrow.
Because honestly, I don't feel like I'm any older than 30. I'm just saying.
Oh, me either.
Same here.
Usually.
No.
Until I go to the doctor's office to set up my appointment for my colonoscopy, I don't feel it's like, then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not in my 30s anymore.
I know. There's all these things that are age related. Like right now, I remembered this just last night when I saw a commercial for the shingles vaccine, and I'm like, oh, I've got to get my booster. I did the first part. I've got to get my second shingles vaccine, and I'm like, oh, that's something you can't get until you're 50.
Shingles.
So we got a wind advisory going on. So if all of a sudden you don't see me anymore, that's what's up.
Okay.
Because you've blown away.
I have blown away, or a phone line, or the internet or something's blown down. So
Don't blow away, Mel. We need you.
Yeah. There you go.
Trying.
Okay.
Crystal says, I love the Graphghan. I want to try making one. I'm getting ready to start on my first mosaic Graphghan. Yeah, I haven't done a mosaic yet.
That's fun. I want to get into mosaics. There's some yarns like what I've seen, what Ginger's done with the mosaics is you have a solid color that you're doing, but then you have a straight self-striping yarn that goes through the mosaic.
Yeah.
And I love that look. And I really want to do that.
I really need to start on another mosaic blanket.
Yeah.
You need to start on another mosaic blanket like you need another hole in your head, Ginger. Now, come on.
To tell you the truth, I still have all my whips. I have not gotten rid of them.
Actually, that is like the nicest compliment ever. So thank you so much.
What? Oh,
She says, well, what I mean is more than just a whole and result being pretty. If I look at your work in HD on a big screen, each stitch is uniform, well-formed, and consistent. I feel the same way about Anya from Ophelia Talks. So that's very complimentary. Thank you.
I agree. That's me. And you're right. She does have very consistent stitch work. Julie does. I'm not talking about Ophelia. I'm talking about Julie.
Oh, thanks, Mel.
So,
yeah, Julie.
Consistency is key. I'm just kidding.
I'm not loosey goosey over here. No, I'm pretty consistent, but you're much more consistent than I am.
I don't know.
Much neater crocheter than I am. Let's put it that way. You're neater at everything than I am.
Oh, that is not true.
No, I'm not saying that in a bad way. I like my loosey goosey ways. I'm good.
Brian Michelle says, hello, all watching. Stuck with a snuggling calico on the recliner, and I can't move.
Oh, I've got one of those down here. Would you like to say hi again?
Yes.
Stella.
Can you
Hi,
see her?
Stella.
There she is. She's got a yarn going over her face. There she is.
Lisa Knit says, hello, Julie's husband. He's in the other room.
All right.
TKW says, oh my God, I did the shingles vaccine. Worst shot ever. I was so sick. Yeah, I get sick with every vaccine. I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Linda says, yes, I started the crochet square too. I like it so far.
You're probably talking about the Jada and Stitches squares.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm just getting caught up here.
Yep.
Creative needs and practical needs are often very different. That's the truth.
Amen to that. So I was telling the people that on my live earlier, I have a hard drive that I'm having a hard time getting access to, and I have like 3 or 4 reviews on it that I need to get, including the review, I think, of this hook right here. I believe I did.
I love it.
So I may have to end up re-recording everything, but I've got better nails to re-record them with.
There you go. There you go.
You know what? I bought some fingernail polish for the first time in like a decade, and I'm actually going to paint my fingernails.
Oh, I do the decals, but I
yeah,
I have to do them this weekend. because I took them off. Those are the best though, because there's no drying or anything.
Yeah,
I got more
No
use
chips.
girls too. Sorry, go ahead.
I love them.
I love the smell of the acrylic fingernail polish.
Yeah, yes. I
You like the smell of it? Is that what you said?
yeah. No,
Oh,
I have started to love it too. When we were at the nail place, I'm like, it's so weird because when you first come in and you start getting your nails done or doing whatever in the nail salon, you get that whiff and it's like, oh, that's strong, and you're a little
Yeah.
the more you do it, the more you're like, I love
The
this
acrylic. It's like, have you ever seen that movie that has Christian Bale, Jennifer Lawrence? Who else does it have in it? I think even Robert De Niro's in it. It was, they're playing like,
Is it the one that Jennifer Lawrence got an Oscar for?
yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
the name of it, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Oh, and the girl that was in Enchanted, Amy,
Silver Lining Playbook.
no, not that one. It was
Nope, not that one.
after. But she talks about how fingernail polish smells.
Hello Queen says, greetings, mortals.
Hello.
Hello Queen. Good to see you.
American Hustle.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
American Hustle.
And tell Todd I looked that up on IMDb.
It's awesome.
She has an IMBD app on her phone. She looks up stuff so often.
You know what? Have you ever looked up my daughter Veronica on IMDb?
No, but I am going to now. Veronica.
Veronica Wood.
So Lucy says, I do press-on nails on the weekend because I can't wear them at work. So where do you work that you can't wear them, Lucy? I'm curious. I'm sure there's lots of places.
There's my baby.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Ginger's daughter's on IMBD.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice. Michelle says, I'm not doing the Jada and Stitches blanket this year. I don't like the curl up it does. I didn't enjoy it. Decided not to do it. Yeah, certain stitches for Tunisian do curl up like that. The one that is the March does not curl, but it's the Tunisian pearl stitch, and I just am not enjoying it. I'll be so glad when it's done.
That'll probably be the only time that Julie does something with the Tunisian pearl stitch.
Since we're talking Tunisian, I've got to tell you, this scarf that I'm crocheting that is David Brown's pattern, it does not have, it's Tunisian mesh. It has no curl.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it has absolutely no curl.
Hey, Granny D.
Hi, Granny D.
Guessing food service. What?
I don't
That's a
know.
good guess.
Oh, that's her guess for the person who can't wear fingernail polish.
Oh,
She worked in a bakery for years, so no nail polish. Oh, now I wouldn't have thought of that, but it makes sense.
Nobody wants to find a nail chip in or a fake nail.
Yeah. So Lucy says she works in a hospital. Yeah.
Oh, PCTCNA. Okay, yeah, that would make sense too, for hygienic reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think probably like hygienists and stuff probably don't wear them either. Like dental.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe they do though. They wear gloves, so maybe they do. I don't know. Angela says, once you block them, the Jada squares do lie flat. Yeah, that's what they tell me.
That
So
is very good to know.
but I know that once you sew those blocks together, then they're going to lay flat too. So I'm not too worried about the curl. The curl doesn't bother me as much as the pearl stitch. Because what it is you're pulling the yarn forward for every stitch.
Yeah, so it makes it curl. It looks like a roll.
No. I mean, for the pearl stitch that doesn't curl, but yarn, you instead of having it behind the work, you have to every single time pull that yarn to the front of the work.
So it's a different way of doing kind of a different movement. So you're probably not you have to think about it a lot more.
Yeah, and you've got to hold your hands different and stuff.
Okay, I can see that. I understand that.
Yeah. All right. So we've got a Bridgerton fan in the.
I haven't watched season 2 yet, but I intend to. I did enjoy the first season.
I've never. Who's in Bridgerton?
Who isn't?
I saw
No, I don't know. There's a lot of people in it. It's got a big cast. That's all I know.
It does, but they weren't as known before, except for the woman who plays the queen.
Yeah, she was on Graham Norton a few weeks ago. I don't know if you guys like Graham Norton's show, but I think it's hysterical.
I love it. To me, Graham Norton is the best, like that kind of interview type show.
Yeah, it's just so funny that he has everybody out at the same time.
Oh, that's neat.
You know, like he doesn't focus on one guest and then they leave and then another guest. Everybody's at the same place. And now they used to do the couch, but now they can't do the couch.
Dinner. You know what I mean? It's just a big casual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the Tonight Show used to be, didn't it?
Well, even then, though, he'd have one person come out and he'd concentrate on them, and then they'd move down and another person.
Right.
All at the same time. Everybody's out.
And they're all interacting and kind of answering each other's questions and poking fun at each other. And it's a lot more casual feel, I feel like.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah.
Definitely, you definitely want to watch them because he's got some hilarious moments on his.
Oh my gosh, that show's so funny. And he's just got that distinctive laugh. He just makes,
yes.
Every time he laughs, I laugh because he's just funny. So Janine says her son needs a ride, so she's going to be listening and driving. Ugh, doesn't he realize this is my lifetime?
Darn that son.
What is up with that?
Drat.
No, I wanted to tell you ladies, and I talked about it a little bit on my live this morning, but I think I told you I officially booked our cruise for
what's the destination?
And I decided on the cruise because it was the most economically sound one. You know, you get more for your money, basically.
Right.
But no, we are gonna go on the Harmony of the Seas, which is Royal Caribbean, and Harmony of the Seas, and then which is the second biggest ship now. It used to be the biggest, but they just put Wonder of the Seas out there. And we're gonna go to Coco Cay, which is their private island that they own, and then which is really just a big water theme park thing. And then we're gonna see St. Martin and St. Thomas.
Oh my gosh!
So it's gonna be a 7-day cruise.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
That's gonna be. Will you be doing some lives on your cruise?
I might. I was thinking about that. I might.
You got to bring us
lives. Yes. And if I don't do lives, then I will definitely be posting stories and stuff like that on my Instagram.
Nice.
But I'm going to be recording stuff and hopefully recording some vlogs and stuff like that. But I'm excited.
Yeah, that is so exciting.
You were laughing at something, Julie. I saw that.
Oh, husband-wife stuff.
Gotcha. I understand.
Oh, man. That sounds so exciting, Mel. I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
You're going to have so much fun.
It'll be such a good experience for Ro, too.
Oh, yeah.
So. I think so. We'll probably all be both. Oh, okay then. Something just fell.
What was that?
One of my tubs of yarn just took a dive because the cat jumped off of it.
Oh, wow.
It's okay. Nothing's broken. But
that's the danger of having tubs of yarn everywhere, right?
Well, when they tower, it's a tub tower. So
right. We all know. I was thinking
about tubs of yarn.
Yeah.
So Michelle, yeah, that's absolutely true. When you're knitting, you do have to do a couple rows of plural, not plural.
Pearl,
yeah, pearl. You gotta break it up, otherwise the fabric will curl. Yeah, and it'll curl on the side or it'll curl up the bottom. Yep,
it'll be crazy. It'll drive you nuts. You'll keep trying to stretch it,
and it won't ever work. So just have a tube. I have a scarf tube for that very reason. Lisa says catastrophe.
Yes, that's what it was, a catastrophe. But it's fine. Nothing's broken. The tub's upside down over there on the couch, and I'll get it later. It's all good.
Yeah.
It happens.
So what do you think, guys? We're 30 minutes in. Shall we start?
Let's get this party started.
The educational portion of our program. Did you see what I did with the cover, you guys?
It's so cute.
So if anyone wants to make a yarn hookers graphghan,
I
We
love
need
it.
to do that. Oh my gosh. Yes.
We could totally make that.
we could. You could.
I could.
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
Mel could.
I don't know.
I don't feel the need. It's only 3 colors.
It's only 3.
Yeah. And it's,
Although I think I might make mine with the graph striped, like diagonal stripes in the background with the yarn hookers in white,
Oh, there you go. Could do that.
with maybe a blue outline.
Yeah.
And now you make it all sorts of complicated, but what else?
That's our Ginge.
Right?
All right. So what is a graphghan? In Sunflower, Ashley, yes, I did think of you when I picked the slideshow. I just saw it and I was like, oh, she's going to love that. And then I happened to be picking out some sunflower graphghans and I thought, you know what? There's a lot of sunflower stuff out there. I think we should make that a theme sometime to do just sunflowers because
that
would be a fun theme, right? There's tons of sunflower projects.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is a graphghan? A graphghan is a crochet afghan that uses color work to recreate, oh, I can't see, hang on. To recreate an image. It is similar to cross stitch and latch hook in that it uses an image overlaid with a graph as a pattern. So on the left at the top, there's the actual pattern. That's what the pattern looks like. And on the right is what it looks like when it's stitched up.
Gorgeous. And yeah, beautiful. I love it.
Just like the graphs. I mean, this with you can make bobble graphghans and you use graphs for mosaic, and I've even seen a Tunisian graphghan.
Yeah.
I was going to get into that, but I just lost time.
That's it. There's just never enough time.
There's never enough.
There never is.
Never.
Okay, so Ginger kind of just answered that question, but do you have to use corner to corner? And the answer is nope. You can use all kinds of stitches and techniques, from bobbles to tiny granny squares, tapestry crochet to is it intarsia or intarsia? How do you guys say it?
In my head, it's intarsia.
I've heard people say it both ways.
Yeah. Anyway, there's loads of possibilities.
Tomato.
Yeah. Aluminium. There you go. That's how they say it in Europe, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, this pretty sunflower pillow is made with the intarsia technique, which I actually had to look up because I was like, I don't even know what that is.
What is that?
It's kind of like tapestry, but you don't pull the color. You just keep clipping it and adding on.
Okay.
Rather than going with it.
Right. Right. And when you pull it behind.
Yeah. I can't think of what you call it. You float it? Is it floating? In knitting, they call it floating.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably that for crochet too. I have no idea. I just do it.
Yeah. So these two are examples of bobbles and tapestry. So I love the Harry Potter bobbles.
I do too.
Yeah. That's so cute.
Yeah. So and then the shield though is corner to corner.
Yeah. So. And wait, is that the back of that pillow? That's so cool. I want to make that now.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a lot of bobbles.
That's a lot of bobbles.
That is a lot of bobbles.
I made a whole baby blanket once with bobbles. Oh my gosh. It took forever.
Yeah.
Forever. I was so glad to be done with that. And it was so heavy. Poor baby was probably sweating.
I made I used the Bernat blanket yarn to make a baby blanket once, and I used square. I was totally making up this whole thing at this point, and I made different squares, and then once I put it all together, I realized how heavy this baby blanket was, and I'm like, okay, so this is a play mat.
Yeah,
right.
Not a blanket anymore.
That's what that dinosaur bobble blanket has turned into that I made for Abby.
I remember watching your progress on that. That was
Yeah.
before we knew each other. I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. So Jess making it. Yes, this is only the second or maybe third slide. So you made it, baby cake.
You are here on time.
Woohoo!
Yahoo! Okay. So the next slide of bobbins. I couldn't believe how many bobbins there were. I love these ones that you can see the woman holding it.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, those are cool. I wish that I had seen those before.
Yeah, those are really neat.
The clover ones I have seen before, and they're really small.
Yeah.
They're way too small than what I would need.
Yeah.
But those other ones look pretty big. But so if you don't know what bobbins are for, you're going to be using lots of color changes when you're doing a graphghan. And if you're pulling from a skein all the time, you're going to be getting your skeins all tangled up.
Hot mess.
Yeah, so you want bobbins to hold the colors. How else to say it? So it's going to keep your yarn from getting all tangled up. And there are tons of options. So there are some that are even really, really creative, like the kitty cat. I thought was so cute.
Oh, cute! That
Yeah,
doesn't
I don't.
It's so cute.
I don't know how much it holds, but it's really cute.
It is very cute.
Love it.
I also liked the ones that have the teal and the white yarn on them. Because it holds everything in place nice. And see those little heart-shaped clips where it's clipped to the project?
Yeah.
That actually snaps open. And then it snaps closed once you get it where you want it. So I thought that was a really cool option too. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And I love the butterfly looking ones because that makes like a ball.
Yeah.
So you'd be able to hold quite a bit on one of those, I think. The only thing I don't like about those is there's no way to attach it to the project. So you might have a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all flinging around and stuff.
Yeah. So those are bobbins.
And now what you're using are some clips from the Dollar Tree.
Oh, yeah. Actually, thank you. I'm so glad you said that. So
make yourself big so we can see.
I brought some. Yeah, I brought some bobbins.
Right.
Woohoo.
I don't want to make myself too big. Okay, so the bobbins that I'm using came from the Dollar Tree, and this is what they look like. You get 6 of them for $1. So naturally, I bought like 15 containers of these things.
Naturally.
This is how big they are.
I know the Dollar Tree doesn't call them bobbins. What does the Dollar Tree call them?
No, they call them jumbo plastic clothespins, and that's where you find them. You find them in the laundry section.
Okay.
So these would be really good also for like putting your beach towels, like hanging your beach towels to like the back of a chair or something. I know that my mom uses them for that. And someone else said, oh, you could use them to hold your tablecloth on your table at a picnic table.
Yeah.
Lots of good uses for them. They're good for like chip bags too. But naturally, I'm thinking bobbins.
They make great bobbins. And can you show like your yarn wrapped around them, how you're using them?
Yeah, actually, you're so clever, Mel. We're like on the same wavelength today. So what I do, and I learned this lesson, this is a tip, is that when you wrap your yarn on your bobbin, if it's like this, make sure it's open a little bit. Otherwise you'll wrap it and you won't be able to open it. So that's just a little tip.
Right.
Like as you're wrapping it, make sure that you can keep opening it so that you can clip it onto your project.
Perfect. That's great. I love it.
That's a great tip.
I also have some little ones. So these are smaller because there's some parts on your project where maybe you only have to do like one square every row of a certain color. So maybe you don't want such a big one. Or maybe your project is smaller. Maybe it's not a great big blanket. Maybe you're just making a washcloth or something. So these came from Harbor Freight. I don't know. I got them a few years ago. They're just nice clips. So those are good clips for bobbins. But some of them are just so cute. I kind of wanted to look at the cute ones. love those ones that look like
those new ones. Those are I like the one with the little heart clips. That's very cool. But somebody had a good idea with the flower ones. You can attach a stitch marker to one of the corners, and then that's how you attach it too.
That would work too.
Yeah.
I like that you can put a lot of yarn on there, it looks like.
Yeah.
On both the heart ones and also that one. I think the kitty cat one is really cute, but I don't think you can put a lot of yarn on there.
It doesn't look like that much yarn. Yeah.
And I will say you get tired of wrapping your bobbins. I've done a lot of bobbin wrapping.
I would imagine that eventually it would turn into something like sewing in your ends. It's just it's not the fun part of the project.
Right.
I can attest.
Yeah. Did you use bobbins when you made the big dinosaur blanket?
No, I carried it behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but next time I'm probably going to not carry it behind. Because there were a lot of ends to weave in.
Yeah. Vicky is saying that she uses those for her corner to corner. For small amounts, you can also use regular clothespins. Yeah. Hollow Queen says teeny tiny wood clamps. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Lisa would like to know what my husband's name is. His name is Todd, aka Handsome Man. He's cringing right now, poor guy. Hollow Queen says yes, those are wood clamps, the ones that I got from Harbor Freight. That's true.
Oh, got you. Okay, they're wood clamps. Got it.
Wood clamps. Yeah. Okay. So one of the things that I thought was really cool about Graphghans is that I've seen people make portraits.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're amazing. But I was like, well, how can you do that? So someone actually asked me, is there an app or what? So, yep, naturally I had to research that because it's techie stuff.
Right.
And I found two. So I did make a video for that, which you can check out. But I'm also going to tell you now what I found. So Woltasia is an app. And I did make graphs for both of these two pictures here. One was the yarn hookers and one was my chick.
Cute.
So it will create the graph for you and it will keep track of your work. It's really cool because as you work, you just click this there's a little check mark at the bottom. So you just, as soon as you finish a row, you click on that check mark.
I love that.
And it'll also keep track of which direction you're going in. So like there's a whole arrow that goes down or goes up, depending on where you are in your project. And it's all like on your phone, which I didn't like because like that's really small. You can't really see the big picture on it. So that was kind of a downside.
I wonder if you can, there is an app thing. Yeah, BlueStacks. I can't use BlueStacks with this computer because it has an M1 chip, but I wonder if you can download that app on BlueStacks, which BlueStacks is a computer program that you can bring your phone apps onto your computer. Oh,
that's pretty cool. Well, you can also, because I have a Chromebook and that's all apps. I was able to download it on my Chromebook as well.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. And also Mel has a left-handed option. So you can tell it if you're working right-handed or left-handed. And it'll work in that direction for you.
That's cool.
And one thing that's really cool about it is it's got a fail-safe. So you cannot accidentally delete your work, which is huge when you've put a ton of work into one of these.
Yeah.
You have to know where you are. You can't lose your place. So it actually has a code. It says, if you're sure you want to delete this, enter in this 4-digit code, which changes every time. You have to enter in that code and then hit delete again. And then it says, are you really sure? Like it's a fail-safe. You cannot delete anything on accident. So that's a pretty cool feature of this app as well. Isn't it so cool that there's apps?
Yeah. Just for us.
And you can use it for needlework, beading, cross stitch, all different things that use graphs. So that's one. That's Woltasia. Woltasia is pretty cool, but this one is like the Cadillac. Stitchboard.com. I've got to check out this website. You guys have to check it out too, because there's a lot more to this website than just this feature. This is just a very small feature of this website.
Okay.
But it's got free pattern wizard on it. And so not only can you take any picture you want, like I took that picture of myself and I turned that into a graphghan. I mean, I didn't turn it into a graphghan. I made it
Right. Into a pattern.
I turned it into a pattern. So it will tell you how many squares you need of each color. And it will, you can do a written pattern as well as a graph. You can work it left-handed or right-handed. It's got printable PDFs.
Yeah.
You can copyright it. You can copyright your pattern.
Ooh,
it's all free. It's all free.
Wow.
All you have to do is sign up to have a login for the website, which I have done, and I have not gotten any spam, junk mail, or anything like that. And I've had it for a few weeks now. Like I expected to get an email from them every day. I've not gotten anything. And this was really, really cool. So when you're picking your color palette, you can put in, how many colors you want to choose from. And it will pick colors for you from a certain popular brand of yarn. So it will say, I will pick all your colors from the Karen brand. And then it'll tell you what colors of Karen to use. So you're not even on your own as far as choosing what colors you need to use. It picks for you. And Red Heart, it has Red Heart, it has Karen. I think it's got Lion brand. It's got all these different yarn brands. So it's really, that to me was pretty cool. It's like, wow.
That is very cool.
Heads up, I modded Harvey Price. Just to let you guys know, I modded Harvey Price. That's what I was doing. I was getting my YouTube chat, but I did hide him.
Oh, was somebody
want to see him?
He's blocked.
StreamYard, in our StreamYard thing, but I did mod him in YouTube, so he's not there anymore.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, guys. It's so hard to look at the slide and also. And Hollow Queen, I know people tell me all the time that I need mods, but honestly, I think that mods are more trouble than keeping track.
They can be. They can be. You have to really get to know somebody to sometimes to trust them as a mod. So it's tough.
Yeah. We're all good. We're all good. We can ignore annoying people in the chat. That's fine. Annoying junk in the chat, I should say.
Yeah. But you know what? The more popular we get, the more it's going to happen. It just means, hey, people love us.
That's right. They love us enough to want to bug us. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. So at any rate, even if you're not interested in making your own patterns, and this is just one part of the pattern maker. This is just the graphghan part of the pattern maker. Check out this website. It is so cool. And I've really got to explore it more.
So that's a website, not an app, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm trying to block him, but he won't let me. Oh, now he's blocked. Okay, now he's blocked, guys.
Is he? Okay, good. Because the only thing I can do is put him into timeout. I think only the channel owner can block him.
Yeah, I think he's gone now. Okay, so I've only been doing the graphghan thing for a short time, but where to find patterns? Everywhere. Everywhere. Pinterest has a ton, and actually Pinterest will probably lead you to Etsy for a lot of these.
Yes.
My favorite so far is 2 Magic Pixels. That's the one I'm working on now, and it's PDF downloads. I just stuck it on a thumb drive, took it down to the copier place, and they printed it out for me. Ravelry is also a good spot to check. Okay. I feel like I'm talking too much. Sorry, guys. My husband says I talk too much.
No, you're fine.
You're totally good. I'm getting some good crocheting time here.
Okay, so some tips that I have learned in my short time of doing graphganning is to use the fisherman's or magic knot. Some people call it the fisherman's knot. Some call it the magic knot. When you're joining like colors. So if you run out of white on your bobbin, fill up your bobbin again, and then join the one end to the other using the fisherman's knot. They are so easily hidden in corner to corner. You will not see those knots, and
Okay.
it's going to save you a ton of time as far as weaving and ends. So that's my
good picture of that.
What's that?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, just take a minute, Julie, and block him. I can only.
I did. I blocked him.
Back.
He's back.
He's coming back as a different effing name. I'm sorry. I almost dropped an F-bomb. Can you block him? I would time him out, but I want you to.
No, I blocked him again.
Okay.
Harvey, if you want to play with us, you have to play nice, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. You have to play nice.
Boy, you have got your first troll. Well, real troll. You know what I'm saying? Dang. Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
That's okay. That's okay. People in the chat, just watch the other part of the screen.
Yeah. Right. If no attention is given, then
yeah.
Yeah. I'll just keep on timing him out, and then.
Oh yeah. God. I'll just stay on the screen so I can.
Okay. Go ahead, Julie. Go on. I'll just do what I'm doing.
No, I blocked him again. Okay, so Dollar Tree clips are great bobbins. We already talked about those. Another thing, this is hard to explain, but when I was going on my graph to keep track of my rows, I was like drawing a line through them, and it got to be really hard to see, like because the lines are really close together. So one of the things I found was that if I just do a dot on each square, and then when I get to the end of the color, I write down the number of how many squares I've got that are white or how many squares I've got that are green. It's easier for me to keep track of, and then I also don't have to keep counting it over and over again.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, next tip, have a space dedicated to this project if it's a big one. Like I've claimed the couch. There's the couch and there's a TV tray and like nobody's gone near it because you're going to need a lot of space. Listen, definitely not Harvey. If you want to chat, we're happy to chat with you, but you have to like chat with like chat. Like don't just like.
He's just going to keep on doing that. I'll just keep on catching him. Don't worry about it, Julie. I'll keep on catching it.
You're very distracting.
Yes.
Just don't pay attention. Out of sight, out of mind.
Okay. I only have 2 more tips. Weave in your ends when you're positive there are no more mistakes. Like if you're positive there's no mistakes and you're not going to have to frog anything, just weave it in then. But if you think that you might have to frog it in 3 or 4 rows, don't weave in your ends because it is a pain.
That is a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Last one is start simple. Choose a pattern with only a few color changes at first, unless you're like me or Ginger.
We'll try the hardest thing first.
Yeah, that's how we roll.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to watch the chat now. You guys can talk. I'm not sure who goes first.
Oh. This would look like it's me.
This is me. Okay, I found this person on Instagram. Like, I just put a portion of their feed on here. They've got a ton of these really cool graphghan patterns. There's some of the pictures are patterns, the ones that are more rectangular and don't fill up the whole block are the patterns. And I think you can buy those or whatever, or I think she also makes them to order. You can click there and go look at her Instagram feed if you want. These 2 guys, do you know who these are from Supernatural?
Woo! Oh, they're my boys.
And those
that's Mel will know.
I love my boys.
Yeah, those are actual I believe those ones are actual graphghans that are on there. Really, really cool. So you can make very cool portrait pictures and all sorts of amazing things just by graphing
Gorgeous. I love
and
those.
crocheting. Yeah.
That phoenix in the middle underneath the flower. I think it's a phoenix.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Anything that can be any picture really can be made into a graphghan.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I found.
Okay, so she can be found by clicking the picture and going to her Instagram feed.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay,
Look at that. This is just fascinating to me.
I just had to show you this. This is a person's whip who is making a graphghan, the front side and the back side. They clearly are not carrying their yarn behind it. So it looks like he's a big, like, got a mustache and stuff, but there's going to be a lot of ends back. How do you weave all those in? What do you?
Well, you make that into a pillow.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
or make it a double.
Like you do like a soft backing or something on it if it's a blanket size.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You're going to have to make a backing.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or frame it if you want to make it into a picture. You can frame it.
I know, it's just amazing. It really is.
Yeah.
Okay, and so this lady has a lot of really cool patterns. They're not as much pictures as they are cool geometric designs.
I like the Cubert design. You guys remember Cubert?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what this is?
Well, that's a video game.
It's cubes, but you remember it's a video game. He would jump up on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's it. It reminds me of Cubert.
Yeah. So I thought this would be a very, very interesting graphghan to make. And it shows you, that's kind of leaned back, but if you look at the smaller picture, it shows what it looks like flat.
Yeah.
I love it.
That is really cool.
Yeah. So, and that I found her on Instagram. I love the little kitty on the rainbow.
Okay, that's what it is. I was trying to figure it out. I was like, I'm trying to see what that is.
And that's a scarf. So, not all corner to things. Not all graphghans have to be graphghans.
Oh no!
Like
Okay, now I thought this was interesting. It says 3 methods for crocheting graphs, and basically it has going back and forth, going diagonally. If you click there, you can go read the whole watchmajicker, the whole article. But you can get them from just by looking at the photo, by watching a video, by doing a written pattern. And of course the graphghan or the corner to corners are the ones that are diagonal. But there's a picture of my dinosaur. This is kind of going into the other page. So I guess the bobble and the corner to corner things go on with the next page.
Okay, so Ginger, I have a question for Abby's blanket. You went side to side, right?
Yeah, side to side with that. Okay, so this is, I thought this was really, really good. This article right here, Why I Love Graphghans, 5 Steps to Making Any Graphghan. And this girl goes in detail on this in the article, and gives you a lot of places where you can, look up the various stitches, just click the thing, go there. It's very user-friendly. It says there are a handful of stitches that work best for making graphghans, but here's the beautiful thing. All of these stitches are based on very basic crochet stitches: chain stitch, slip stitch, single crochet, and double crochet. This means that if you can make the most basic of crochet stitches, you can definitely learn to make a graphghan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and it looks so impressive.
I know, it's just like mosaic.
Yeah, it looks so impressive. It is deceptively simple.
Deceptively simple, for sure. So,
oh, look how pretty!
I love that.
So this is not the pattern that you learn. That's just his what do you call it? The YouTube graphic to advertise it.
Oh, okay.
But this is actually an older video from Mikey. It's so funny because you can tell it's older videos, but
Yeah.
he goes into really he just starts with an M as a graphghan. So he goes into the most basic of graphghans and how to do it. And he's one of my favorites that really breaks things down really, really well to the basics. Jaden Stitches is another one, which y'all know. I've always been a big fan of both of them. But this is one of his older videos. I think 2014 is when it came out, 2014 or 2015. And yeah, so it's for the beginner if you want to just start learning. And I believe he does I can't remember if he does corner to corner or not on that one, but it's just very basic, so you guys can check it out.
Nice.
But it's not that twin blanket there, because that is not basic. That is not basic.
Not basic
at all. So, and like they were saying, you're not stuck to just one type of stitch when you're doing a graphghan. And these two videos here, and I've stayed on YouTube for my samples that I showed there. But the two here, the first one is a block stitch, which is interesting. It looks like a double crochet to me, so I didn't look at it entirely, but she's calling it a block stitch. And then the other one's a Tunisian, which I think would be a very more close fitting thinner fabric if you do it all in Tunisian.
I think a block stitch is like 3 double crochets in a row, and then you chain 3, and you skip 3, and you kind of make like this. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I think I looked it up once, and now I can't remember.
Or is it the one where you do one row of the 3? You do 3 double crochets, then chain 1, skip 1, 3 double crochets. And then the next go back around, you single crochet into that chain stitch, chain 3. And then when you come back around and do the next time, you double crochet 3 into those chain 3s.
Right. Okay. Well, and I'll need to watch a whole one, but this was just a couple of stitches that are a little bit different. And like Ginger said earlier, there's corner to corner. There's you could do the granny square stitch. You could do single crochet. So there's a lot of different ways to approach it, and there's so many videos out there for the different ways you can do it. And these videos are actually created by the same person.
Yeah. I did want to answer Vicky's question. My corner to corner that I got from 2 Magic Pixels, they will give you a list of what is in each row. Like they will give you a written pattern too if you request it, and I think it's like an extra $2 or something. I didn't really understand what it meant because I'm new to it, so that's why I didn't do it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, this is another older video, but I wanted to, for those people who don't necessarily use their phones a lot or have older PCs or something, if you use the paint, this video shows you how to make your own graphghan with images using the paint program in Windows.
Oh, cool.
So it is an older video. It's about 6 years old, 5-6 years old. But I thought that would be interesting, especially for people who don't always update their products. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't replace what ain't broken.
Right.
So I wanted to put that out there too.
Good idea. You okay, Mel?
You need some water?
I just took a sip of my drink. I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, laughing time.
Yeah, laughing time. So in the middle, I think both Ginger and I can relate to this fairly recently, a little bit more so than maybe Julie, but maybe not.
No, me too.
Yeah. So, okay, so she does too. Says, I'm in a good place. And I know I've showed this before, but like I was telling you guys earlier this morning, I'm in just a wee bit of a funk, but not too bad. You know what I mean? Like I don't I haven't been crocheting that much and stuff. All I want to do is play my puzzle games on my phone and watch TV and drink my beer at night.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been going through kind of the same thing like that too, Mel.
So yeah,
it just happens.
Yeah, and I'll kick my butt out of it eventually, but so it says I'm in a good place right now. Not emotionally, I'm just at the yarn store. And I know I've shared that before, but it means
it's a good one though. It's a good one.
I love it.
I like the first one too. I'm so glad my yarn arrived today. I almost started to clean the house.
Right? God forbid.
And Ginger, you can sing the last one.
Oh, I can too.
Skeins, they're multiplying.
Oh, and I thought of this because my my cruise that I'm going to be going on, their main show is the musical Grease.
That's going to be so fun.
That is
I'm
exciting.
about that and the comedy shows than I am about going to St. Thomas and St. Martin.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
So I'm excited.
Okay, so I saw Crochet Everywhere this week. Everywhere. Doesn't it help that I watched Call the Midwife a lot? What?
I see crochet instead of I see dead people.
Instead of I see dead
Oh yeah,
people.
I see crochet.
Crochet people. Okay, so I watched Call the Midwife a lot. And so you don't have to watch Call the Midwife long to see lots of crochet.
That blanket right there is the Call the Midwife blanket.
Yeah, like it's used so much in that show that they actually named it the Call the Midwife blanket.
Aww.
And also in the background, always there's like Granny Square everything in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And so the other picture is this old creature from the 50s movie. I can't remember. It's Creature from the Isle of Del Toro or something weird like that. Piedro Blancas. My husband just told me. The Monster of Piedro Blancas. Okay, so that was a movie we were watching. Really funny, bad movie from the 50s. And my husband goes, "Hey, look, there's a Granny Square blanket." So I made him stop the movie so I could take a picture.
Perfect.
So where else did I see? Oh, so I also saw crochet at Target. There's these halter tops, and they are granny squared, and they look like they were done by a machine, but I don't know how that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, there's machines that do lace, so there must be a machine that can do that.
Yeah.
It's definitely not handmade, but I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like a crochet halter top. It's so cute. So they had those in several colors, if you're into halter tops. And also just this morning, I was watching the Waltons because I'm old school. And little Elizabeth had a little granny square blanket on her. So it's not a very good picture, but you just have to wear it. So yeah, there was just crochet everywhere this week.
Everywhere.
It was everywhere. So there's our credits, and that's the end of our slideshow.
Slides.
Oh, Lucy made her mom a midwife shawl. That's
nice.
I tried that midwife stitch. I will go back to it. I tried it years ago, not years and years, but long enough ago that I'm like, I'm not getting this whole because it's like a fillet type stitch.
Yeah, it's fillet crochet.
Yeah, and it just I wasn't getting it, so I'll go back to it.
Yeah, it's so pretty. It's really pretty.
Yeah,
and honestly, you guys, I took a lot more pictures than I put up because like every single episode there was something else, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've already got 15 pictures.
No, I've seen a lot of like trending things that are going into the stores this spring. A lot of crochet, halter tops, shorts, everything.
Well, yeah. Also, I showed a couple weeks ago, where in a store here, it was crochet outfits. There were the halter tops with the shorts and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're hitting the big time, guys.
Right. That's right.
Everybody wants to be like the yarn geek.
Right. Except for they don't want to pay the money for it because they only pay $20 or less when they get them from the store. Whereas we're like, if you want me to make it, that'll be $60.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, Sherry. Good to see you.
Hi, Sherry.
Yeah, I made my skulls blanket, and I had someone ask me if I would, make those to sell. And I figured up how many hours alone it took was 39. It took 39 hours to make. Like I figured up how much it was for each square, and then how long it took to join all the squares and do the border. And so it took 39 hours. And then I had to figure out how much it was for materials. I was like, no way.
And then, like it depends. How much did you charge per hour?
Right. That's what I mean. Like, I didn't even figure up how much I would charge an hour. I was just like, that was 39 hours of work.
Yeah. Like at least $10 an hour. It's like, how much is your time worth?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I do enjoy it, but I just made one. I was glad to see it be coming to an end. I don't want to make another one.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that. Well, and that's why if I sell stuff, and I have sold a few things in the past, but baby blankets are the only thing I'll sell. Only things I'll sell. And that's I usually get a cheaper ball of yarn.
Yeah.
The ice cream, like the full, I forget what it's called. It's Lion Brain makes it, but you just have one ball and it makes one baby blanket.
Oh, yeah.
I do a simple stitch, like I'll either do the star or I'll do a continuous grading square, and that's it. That's all I'll sell, because I just can't. That's just too much, I think. Yeah. I'm not fast enough. Let me put it that way. I'm not fast enough.
Right.
Something that's kind of like brainless.
Yes, exactly.
Like I don't even know how much what I would ever charge for a mosaic blanket, because
the amount of time and effort that you put into a mosaic and the concentration that you have to do it. No.
Yeah.
I think that the hourly rate really, Michelle, really depends on what you feel that you're valued at. And $12 is I think 12 to 15, I think is fair, depending on where you're doing it.
Yeah.
I think, that's definitely up to the person doing it, the work,
Yeah, definitely.
How much you value your time is what you charge. But I was thinking like a Graphghan. Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't be able to. Wow. Because you put so many hours into that. And then, it'd probably be $100 just to weave in the ends. The time it takes to weave in you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
I do.
Wow.
Definitely.
Halloween says $15 is minimum wage where I am. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, $10 isn't even minimum wage here. I think minimum wage is still like $7.25 or something.
Yeah.
In Kansas.
Well, let's just go with $10 being what you charge an hour for 39 hours. That's $390 alone.
And that's minimum.
That's not materials. That's just time.
Right.
So, yeah.
So you go up to somebody and you tell them, okay, sure, I'll make that blanket. It'll be $600. And they'll be like,
My luck, they'd say, okay.
Right? And then you're like $300 down, and then we'll talk.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You should be able to charge $30 an hour at skilled labor. I absolutely agree with that, Eileen. And unfortunately, nobody will pay it. Nobody will pay it.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree. But they will pay it on smaller projects, because as you get very good, skilled at smaller projects, like a hat, you make that hat within 30 minutes to an hour, and you can get away with selling that hat for time plus product fees. So you buy the skein at, say that it's a $6 skein, you make it in 30 minutes and you charge $25 for it. People will pay that. So, it's just interesting. Okay, Ed, you have a good day.
Have a good night.
Yeah, TKs, exactly. I only do hats, right? Hats and cowls and stuff like that. You can make what you should make, making a hat and cowl. But as far as blankets go, nobody's going to pay what you need them to pay.
Right. One time I calculated actually what the big mosaic blanket would be. When if I finished this one right here, it was going to be over $2,000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, no, nobody's going to buy that. but at the same time, it is a work of art.
Yeah.
When you make a mosaic blanket.
Yes.
And I think that that's something that people should know when they get something that's handmade for them for a gift. Because my sister had this blanket. I didn't make it. It was something she found at a thrift store, and it was a granny blanket, but it was 3-dimensional flowers.
Uh-huh.
And there were so many different colors, and all I could think when I looked at it was all those ends, and each flower was different, and there were dozens of them.
Wow.
And each one.
What did the back look like? I mean, were there any?
No, you couldn't see. There was nothing on the back. It was just very tidy, and it was in a thrift store, and I think she bought it for $6. And I was like, oh my gosh, do you have any idea how much time went into this? You know? And she's like, well, I can't help that. I didn't take it to the thrift store. I bought it from the thrift store.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I absolutely agree. I do like what somebody was saying that you had up a minute ago, just making it. For everyone, I had to choose that years ago. I decided I needed to be what my wage would be plus the times the dollars for retirement and health insurance, markup and everything. Yeah, and it gets up there. Now, what I Deneen, and she has a comment in here. She's done shows and stuff. She's the only one I know of. There may be other ones in here, but that actively sells her crochet.
Yeah.
And it says I love making blankets, but never take them to craft sales because they never sell at good prices. Exactly. They would never pay what they're worth. Just drop off a blanket today for a gift. Yeah. So that's your gift. But if you're wanting to make money, it's the smaller ones that make you bank. That and stuffed animals. Amigurumi. And of course the smaller projects.
Mm-hmm.
I made a 3D butterfly magnet. They won't buy it for $4. I'm giving them away for free.
Wow.
They have no concept, but
no clue.
Yeah. The average person thinks a fair price doesn't even approach what we were actually worth in time, creative expression, and experience. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's just, that's for me why I just make them for fun. I don't try to sell anything.
Yeah, exactly. I did at one point try to sell stuff on Etsy, like made like I would make to order. I didn't have time because when you make to order, you have to go and find the right like they're asking for colors, so you got to try and figure out what colorway will match what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said they wanted winter colors for a hat for me. And what the hell is winter colors? You mean green and red? Blue and white? I went with the blue and white. Right. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Purple and black. Any color can be winter color.
Yeah.
So my sister says, if you want, to get stuff, you just have to become one of the yarn hookers' sisters. So and then you'll get stuff. You don't have to
there you go. Exactly. Ow! Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. That was my cat stabbing me with her claws. She's very comfortable and curled up her claws into my leg.
Ouch.
Are you okay?
And just because you enjoy your job doesn't mean it's worth less. What I tell you to say, I like my job, so just pay me $5 an hour.
Yeah. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
Deneen says, I gave my mom that magenta twisted granny on Wednesday. She was so excited.
Oh, yay.
That is such a pretty blanket, Deneen.
Yeah. Very nice.
A little bit lower down. She says, but I sell hundreds of messy bun hats every year. And that's the one that I had the special order for the winter colors was a messy bun hat. And I'm like, what do you mean by winter colors?
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh, it was the worst. Anyway.
I know. Yeah, I don't even try.
No. Yeah, I've seen people say, but I can buy a blanket for $20 at Walmart. Yeah, well, that's not handmade.
Go to Walmart.
Go to
Walmart and buy that blanket.
Who's stopping you?
Yep.
I made Afghans for my grandchildren and their mom when it was Granny Square Green and one was a Lego, maybe Graphghan. Saw a picture on Facebook and they gave them to their dogs to lay on. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Well, the dogs have nice
Very
blankies.
nice blankie, yeah.
Yeah, that would piss me off. That
Yeah,
would make me angry.
Yeah.
Oh
I
wow.
For sure.
Oh, Lori, I'll wait until you get to Lori. But
I
the
tried
guy-
to price something too high, but it backfired. The gal ordered 3 hats instead of saying forget it like I hoped. But I'm ending up with $90 for 3 simple summer hats. So yeah, that's not bad.
All right.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually what they should be always selling for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jess says, I will also say that for me, I had to go to wider markets where customers were willing to pay what I charged when making art quilts. But they did, and they did it with a year-long wait list, so it can be done. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
There is hope.
There's hope. If you want to do that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to.
Yeah.
But then I end up with a bunch of blankets, and I'm like, all right, what am I going to do with all these?
All these blankets.
See,
And then,
the plain ones, it's like easy to donate. But the ones like I'm making now, it's like, oh, I don't know if I can donate that.
I'm just lucky I have a lot of
yeah, I
kids.
don't think you can donate that one. I don't. There you go. And now you're having grandkids, so they pass on to the grandkids.
Cute
Yeah.
little babies.
Did I freeze? I think I.
You're kind of breaking up
I
a little
froze.
bit.
Yeah, just a little.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's
Sorry
okay.
about that.
That's okay.
Lucy and TKW say, I crochet and knit for sanity and relaxation.
Right.
Amen, sister. Amen, sisters.
I do because it's a compulsion. I have to do it. I have to do it.
Look at her eyes bugging out.
There's compulsive crocheter. She's got to go to CCA, Compulsive Crocheters Anonymous.
But
And they
I
all
don't-
they all
That's only a
crochet.
chance to stop.
if crocheting is wrong, I don't want to be right.
There you go.
That sounds about right, Ginger. Lori says, well, she sent me a picture of a hat at a store that was going for $12. I really expected her to say, never mind, I'll just buy this one.
Yeah.
Just making it says,
Yeah.
I get it. I have to make things. Yeah.
Like that's
All
why
the
I have
things.
so many. Yes, must make them.
Yeah, for me, like my hands get bored. I always say, oh, my hands are bored
Yeah.
with the new project. So Deneen says, I was driving while you were talking about Graphghans. I found some of my cross stitch patterns. One day I will try to turn them into blankets. You absolutely can. Absolutely can. It's the same concept. Really, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it is. It's just your roadmap. Green says, that's a good point, Jesse. I took a job as a cake decorator after doing it for a hobby for years, and now I have no interest in decorating at home. Once it becomes a job, it's hard to want to do it for fun.
I was a cookie decorator.
I am a cookie eater.
Yeah. Well, now I am. I don't decorate anything now.
I'm a decorated cookie eater.
I'm a certified cookie eater.
I think Mel's frozen.
Oh, I think so too. But she has a cute little smile right there.
She's got a nice smile on her face, right? You were frozen, Mel. And you were frozen like
no.
Oh, no, she's frozen again.
No,
Oh, I wonder if the wind
Oh,
is...
it's the wind. Yeah.
Yeah, she said it was going to be really windy there.
Yeah.
I just hear her like sporadically laughing.
She's trying
Lori
so
says,
hard.
I hate crocheting for money. It sucks all the joy out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's that one by Lindsay? Lindsay, here it is. I'm going to start selling my Afghans, and all I'm going to sell them for is the price of the yarn and shipping. I make all my Afghans because I'm recently retired and would go crazy without crochet. Yeah, you can do that. I know that, and she's not in the chat tonight that I know of, but there's one of my subscribers, and she donates her Afghans to hospice, their local hospice.
Mm-hmm.
And they're almost always scrap blankets, but they're beautiful. They're so pretty.
That's really neat.
Yeah, so she donates all of hers to hospice. There's so many organizations like veterans hospitals and places where you can donate them to as well. So yeah, but if you sell them for just the price of the yarn and shipping, then you have money to buy more yarn to make more. So that works too.
That always works.
Yeah.
And also having a big family helps. So just go
make babies.
Go make babies. Go make a lot of babies.
Lori says, do you think if someone paid us? Yeah, right. Lori says, do you think if someone paid us to eat cookies, we would get tired of them?
I got tired of them because
I probably would get tired of them. Yeah.
I ate a lot of cookies when I worked at the cookie shop. I'm just saying.
It's like that question. Would you rather eat your favorite food only for the rest of your life or never have your favorite food again for the rest of your life? I'd rather never have it again for the rest of my life than have to eat it every single day for the rest of because it would just stop being fun.
That's a tough one, but
that's true.
Variety. I need the variety. I wouldn't want it. I love cake, but I don't want it for morning, noon, and night. Well, not for too long anyway.
I mean, that kind of sounds all right.
Yeah, but after a week even, you'd be like, oh, I'm so sick of cake.
Then you start thinking about health. You know, what's your health going to be like if you only eat cake?
Oh, probably not good. Probably not good.
I'd be pretty happy with it. Now, it depends on if you can do different varieties of cakes and stuff.
Bobby says, I've been asked to make baby blankets for coworkers. I don't charge a lot, but usually they pay more than I'm asking. That's good.
Yeah.
That's
I like it.
Yeah.
Define cake. Pancake, crab cake, etc. I could do crab cakes easier than a pancake or a regular cake.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think of that.
You can make a carrot cake. You can make a vegetable cake.
Fruit cake.
You can make a lettuce cake.
Wedding cake. Birthday cake. Anything can be made into a cake. Oh my gosh.
Salmon cakes.
Oh, Lisa says, I've been eating Vegemite every day for 53 years. Oh my gosh. Vegemite every day for 53 years.
Wow. Now, how would you describe Vegemite? I have never had Vegemite. The only way I ever heard of it was that song in the 80s.
My husband just said that. Men at Work, down under. Actually, I had a friend whose husband was from Australia, and we were at a party at his house once, and he had a jar of Vegemite, and I don't remember what was in it, but I remember it was something you spread.
Yeah.
So my husband says it was nasty. So
I
think it's made out of, but I don't know what it's made of. I assume it's got vegetables in it. Lisa will have to tell us what's in Vegemite because I don't know.
It's from the land down under.
Yeah. Hollow Queen says, I can make cakes that look like vegetables. Does that count? Oh, Dee says, my favorite food is sub sandwiches. I can eat them every day.
Yeah.
If you ask anyone in my house, what's my favorite food?
Like that idea.
Sandwiches. I like sandwiches.
Sandwiches are good. And soup is good too.
I could live without
lots.
I think I would rather have just soup before just sandwiches.
Lisa says it's like peanut butter, but it's a little more salty. and it's a spread that goes on sandwiches. Referring to Vegemite.
I might like it then.
You might, yeah. Lori says, well, I always say my favorite food is the kind I don't have to plan for, shop for, cook, or clean up from.
Exactly.
In that case, I would happily eat my favorite food. I like that too. Me too. I do not like to cook.
I used to love to cook, and now I hate to cook. But I think that's after having, 20 plus years of solid making so many meals a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you cook regularly now?
I haven't for the past few weeks. The boys have always been going out, and then
that's what I was thinking. As they get older, they kind of start taking care of their own meals, and especially when they can drive to Burger King.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I can tell when they're running low on money because they're like, Mom, will you make me something to eat?
Yeah.
Willie eats 6 eggs for breakfast.
Wow, that's a lot of protein.
But he's very active, isn't he?
Yeah, he works out, like does his baseball workouts and his regular workouts every day, and then he's like almost 6'2".
Yeah,
he's a grown boy.
Jess says, I love to cook and bake when we had everyone at home. Now I just find it hard to cook for just the 2 of us. I think that's pretty common.
Yeah.
No,
there's only 3 of us, so it's always been kind of hard.
If I start to break up, let me know. But here's an interesting thing that I found. When we went down from 3 people to 2, the difference in what we make for ourselves and how much food we need to buy and stuff, it's a huge difference. Well, and also too, we went from a man and 2 women just to 2 women.
Yeah.
And women eat very differently from men. My husband.
Oh, you're breaking up.
Oh, that's a good picture of her, though. I like that picture.
You're freezing well tonight. Mel.
Yeah.
There's no pieces like that,
Yeah, like I usually freeze on. Oh, well, here's one.
Yeah.
I usually freeze on something like.
I know, right? So Lucy says the hardest part of being an adult is figuring out what to make for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always say that too. Like it's easy if you've got a plan, but
you don't have a plan. It's like.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was talking to my friend Mike just the other day. We were eating lunch at work, and he had leftovers, and he goes, I always have leftovers because I'm used to cooking for 6, and now I'm only cooking for 2, but I'm still cooking for 6. So I end up eating whatever I made the first night for the rest of the week.
Which is good, because then you don't have to cook again, and just warm it up in the microwave.
Yeah.
If it was up to me, I would just have cans of soup. Well, I do like making soup in a pot, like slow cooking in the slow cooker or something. That's not bad because you just throw it all in at once, and voila, 6 to 8 hours later, it's done.
Yeah.
But I would eat.
I know that song. That is funny. That makes me think of Ginger's son now.
Gaston.
Remember that song from Beauty and the Beast?
No.
When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. Now I'm a man, I eat 5 dozen eggs, and I'm roughly the size of a barge. Yeah. Don't make me sing. Don't make me sing.
I love it. You're a beautiful singer. Julie, you have the voice of an angel.
Oh, okay. Satan was an angel too before he fell from heaven.
Julie, you're a nice angel.
Oh, Jess says we're trying the meal plan thing. So far, so good. We even have planned leftover dinner days around days we are both busy. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a super good idea.
I got another freezer for my house so that I could put more freezer meals.
I'm afraid of doing it.
Freezer meals.
Oh my gosh! I'm sorry.
That's my planned meal cooking.
Am I okay, you guys?
Yes. Yes.
I was just gonna say I've gotten so used to freezer meals that I was doing a little bit of shopping. We just needed to pick up a few things this week, and I'm like, oh, I miss Salisbury steak. I need to get a couple of those.
Did you?
The single person meals, because Ro can't stand Salisbury steak, but I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, look at that face that Ginger's got, right?
I love this one. This makes me think of my husband when I first met him. So my youngest son used to come home and eat 6 chicken patty sandwiches as a snack before dinner, then eat dinner 2 plates, then eat all the leftovers before bed. The second dinner. He was a teen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know that my husband, when he was in his late teens, he did stuff like that. Like he'd come home and eat a frozen pizza and some oranges and then eat dinner.
When we had all 4 boys at home and they were all, teenagers, I think Willie was not yet a teenager when Bradley left home, when Bradley graduated and left, but or was he? No, he wasn't yet. But they ate a lot.
Oh yeah.
Or 3 teenage boys and 1 tween-age boy.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't keep enough food in the house.
The grocery bill was the biggest bill we had.
I was gonna say probably more than your rent.
Yeah, it was.
Oh. Yeah, I can remember my brothers eating all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And my son, I remember him eating all the time too. He's kind of slowed down a little bit. It's kind of funny though. Now he works in a grocery store. So once in a while he'll bring home stuff that I won't buy. It's kind of funny.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, how much sugar is in that cereal? He's like, oh, isn't it neat? It's Lucky Charms mixed in with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I'm like, wow.
It's Lucky Charms with just the charms.
They make that now.
I know.
It's crazy.
I do like the Crunch Berry Just Berries.
Oh, yeah? I don't remember the last time I had cereal.
Yeah, I like that too.
My aunt had 4 teenage boys at home. She did her weekly grocery shop with 2 carts, pushed one ahead of her and dragged the other behind.
I just had to go.
And made the teenagers come with her and push the carts for her.
Right?
Yeah. Wow. Just Making Knit says we used to spend $1,100 a month on groceries, and seriously, it was just hamburger, chicken, and PB&J. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We had a big family growing up, and we had a separate refrigerator in the basement just for the milk. Because we drank milk with every meal. We didn't have like Kool-Aid and soda or anything. It was always milk.
Mm-hmm.
Not even orange juice, just milk. That was it.
That's why you're so tall.
You think so?
Yeah. It's the bones. You got a lot of calcium.
That's why I'm so pale.
Yeah.
Oh, she's had Jilly's got a cough. With the price of groceries, we all need to start eating leftovers. Yeah. Oh, Julie, I hope you're okay.
We see that's something about our house. We actually eat everything that comes in our house. I mean, it's very rare that anything gets wasted.
That's good.
You Americans and your cereal. I don't eat much cereal, Deneen.
I would eat cereal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
But my son is like Ginger. He eats it all the time.
But
with soy milk.
Honestly, cereal is just a dessert. Now, at least that's with soy milk. But we do almond milk, and I went back to cereal for a little bit. But honestly, it's just a dessert.
Yeah, that's what Todd said. Is like a dessert. He eats it like after dinner, before bed. He has a bowl of cereal.
Or ice cream. Yum.
Oh, see, Todd is so healthy. Like right now, he like has like dessert. His dessert is like oranges.
Oh my gosh,
that's a much better dessert. But cereal and ice cream, I think, are probably equivalent as far as the amount of sugar and nutrients in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does. It just reminded me that he just ate an entire frozen pizza. So
nice.
Oh, I thought you were going to get
not completely all healthy, I guess. Oh boy. Deneen says, I have a milk, egg, and bread fridge downstairs. I put my bread in the fridge at work. I bring a loaf of bread to work, and then I have butter and a toaster, and I have that for lunch most days now. Just have a couple pieces of toast. So you guys, we are coming on to an hour and 39 minutes.
Whoa.
So we're getting close to the end of our stream.
Every day.
What'd you say?
I'm sorry. I know I'm breaking up, but I say I have soup every day for lunch.
Oh, do you? Yeah. That's good too.
I eat cereal, Luna Bar, and grapes.
Oh, you like the Luna Bar?
Yummy.
I love the Luna Bars.
The lemon Luna Bar is my favorite.
Lemon, yeah, the mixed lemon and blueberry. Ooh. I love that one. They call it a mashup.
That sounds yummy.
Yeah. But when I can't get the mashups, I just get the lemon one, the lemon zest, and the blueberry bliss.
It always comes back to food. Why are we talking about food so much?
I think it's because by the end of the show, it's like we're all getting hungry.
We're ready to eat. We're ready to eat. Well, what do you think, guys? So what's going on everybody's channel this week? Anybody got anything going on?
Okay,
go ahead.
I'm planning on making. Actually, I've got 2 videos already on my phone that I just need to edit and put up.
Got it.
I need to.
What are the videos about?
One is about what I've been doing since I haven't been making videos. One's about Hobie yarn.
Oh, okay. Did you get a haul? Is it a haul video?
I did. Well, yeah, they sent me one. I still need to do the review on the yarn they sent me.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I did get another order of Hobie yarn, and I was still gonna do a furls yarn, but I put it up and I haven't done a video. I just need someone to knock me down or something and just like knock the whatever it is
productivity into you, like psh, get productive.
Yeah, like that. Just psh.
Crazy.
So that's what's going on.
What about Mel's channel? Mel's back to her lives. She was back on her live this morning.
Yes, I am back to my live. And you guys, if I break up, I'm sorry. I am trying to get access. I have like 3 or 4 reviews on a hard drive that I'm having problems getting access to. I know I'm probably breaking up. I do have a haul that I'm going to record here soon.
I think she.
It's a Lion Brand haul. It's a pretty big haul that I got from Lion Brand. And am I frozen again?
No, you keep breaking up in and out.
We do. And okay. So next week when we do the yarn hookers at my place, Amber is going to be on there. So she's going to be talking about a project that she's going to be doing starting in May, calling #MakeInMay. So she will be on there after our slideshow. She'll be with us next week.
Oh, awesome. That'll be fun.
I'm so excited.
I don't have any plans for next week for my channel. I just want to finish my blanket.
Well,
yeah.
So there might be an update video or something in there at some point, but yeah, I've decided from now on I'm just going to do videos when I feel like doing videos.
There you go.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. No pressure,
Exactly.
Nope. It's a hobby, not a job.
Amen to that. That's why I don't make crochet for money.
Yep.
Mine's a compulsion. It's an addiction. I have to do it. If I make money, yay.
Right. Exactly.
So whatever end products you have, if you're not going to use them, and then if you make money, great.
Right. For sure. All right, guys. Well, it's 6:45, and I'm pretty sure the Yarny Fiber Sisters. I never know how to say it. I always say it wrong.
Yarny Fiber Sisters.
I think they start at 7, so we'll let everybody go and do their potty breaks before they all move over to that channel. I'm not sure whose channel they're on tonight, but okay.
Sounds good.
All right, so you guys ready to say see you later? See you later, guys.
See you later, alligators.
And I'll get the music up this time instead of putting the music up for ourselves to listen to and nobody else could hear. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you next.